Hello everybody, welcome to GTPlanet and welcome to another one of our tuning guides here for Gran Turismo 7. My name is Chaz Draycott, I'm the lead video producer here at GTPlanet and I'm delighted to be bringing you another one of these videos. They've been great fun so far. We've done a couple of them, whether it be in an Evo or even in a Mini, for example, at Goodwood, and it's been good fun, and it's a great way for us to showcase the fantastic community we have here at GTPlanet. We've got so many amazing people on the forums, very talented people that take the time and put the effort in to tune these cars up for us to enjoy and obviously to make our life easier with some of the races in the game. Today we're going to be playing with this, the Audi TT-S Coupe from 2014. Now I've stumbled upon a user in the forums which is Sean M80, so thank you Sean for your work and your setups. He's actually got sort of like a company name down on the forums as Exeter GT Tuning, so thank you Sean for setting that up. Now we've got this one up, and this is for the Audi TT-S Coupe, and it looks really beefy, to be fair. You can see it's nicely hugging the arches here, looks really tasty, and it's 664 brake horsepower in a TT. It's going to be very pokey indeed, and I need to show you, of course, the race that we're going to be taking on with it today, because it's important that this car is turbocharged. The race at hand takes place at Suzuka. I've been spending a lot of time at Suzuka recently, still trying to beat that Group 1 race that you would have seen in this previous video. And it's this one, the Race of Turbo Sportscars. Now I saw the picture of the lovely Supra there with its big wing, and all I could hear was just turbo whistling and just pops and crackles and bangs, and I thought, yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun, this. So what I'm going to do is what I usually do and just show you how the car is as standard and how it's probably not likely that I'm going to win this race. We know the AI in Gran Turismo 7 isn't the fastest in the world, although Sophie is very quick, and we've looked at it in this video as well, and even this video. There's lots of previous stuff on Sophie, so go and have a look at that as well on our channel. As for now, we're going to take the car as it is, with its 530 performance points, and see what we can do. Okay, so as we know, it's not going to be the fastest thing in the world. A friend of mine has an Audi TT-S, and it's actually a lovely little car. Oh my goodness me. Whoa, piggy. Don't kill me yet. Come on, we've gone around one corner. Don't want you to kill me straight off the bat. Now, it's 5 laps here at Suzuka, so it's going to take some time to complete this race, but I'm already very aware of how much you have to tiptoe this thing. Got the Evo just in front of us there. It's a Mackinnon edition as well, and someone's ruined it by putting a horrible wing on it. It's Giorgio. Mr. Mangano, what have you done, sunshine? I'm going to undercut you now. Now, obviously, this car's got quite a lot of poke already, though. It's a very nippy machine anyway. It's got quite a lot of power. It's very lightweight. It's very short wheelbase as well, which is what helps the TT be such a nimble sports car. The BRSCC, actually, the racing club in the UK, is launching their TT Cup for this year as well. There is a TT Cup car based on, I believe, this shape of the Audi TT. It's going to be interesting to see how they get on, but I imagine they'll be proper pokey little race cars. Feels great out the corners, it just gets on with the job. It's a little understeery there at high speed. I was putting a lot more lock on than I expected I'd have to. One of the main things here is that it tries to kill you on the brakes, as you saw at the first corner. You cannot trail brake in this thing because it just tries to over-rotate. It was a little bit blippy on the throttle there as well. Gear changes are nice and solid. It's a modern day sequential flappy paddle gearbox. Now into 130R, I'm going to brake here because I don't know what to expect. I came off the brakes a little bit sharpish there. That's something that I'm bad for. I know that I do that a lot. Is it going to rain here? Because it's suddenly gone very gloomy. Let's check the weather radar. And it is indeed going to rain. Now, I didn't know that that was part of this. I knew it was part of the Group 1 race. I did not know that we were going to get rain for this. Come on, stop misbehaving now. Well, this certainly changes things. Windscreen wipers are on, the rain is here. Is it going to get any heavier? There's going to be patches of it. That Supra sounds amazing. Oh, okay, thank you. Now, I'm not too worried about the rain or the water. Because we're on sports tyres, they dissipate the water quite nicely. What I am worried about is the fact that my monitor is that dark, I can't actually see the road. Okay, so it seems like the rain is going away now. There's this weird sort of patterned shape to it. It's not affecting things too much because there's no sort of standing water or anything yet. It's just me being a fool on the brakes. Look at the way it rotates, man. It's very sudden rotation. Oh! That's a scary moment to have through 130R. It's ridiculously dark. I can't see a thing. Now, there's no standing water to worry about, so that's okay. We don't have to worry about that now. I say there's no standing water to worry about. The rain has come back. Now, it's not heavy rain. Oh, and you can obviously see the different colours of the rain down there. You know, that's to show you how heavy it's going to be. I experienced it going into the yellow level of rain for the first time just earlier when I was trying the Group 1 race around here, and oh my word, it's like a tidal wave has hit the circuit. It's amazing. And the fact that there's 2 levels heavier than that as well scares the life out of me. And there's pockets of heavy rain about, but it's not really affecting us at this moment. There's Emery in the BMW, which is sounding marvellous. TT feels good so far, but we're only up to 10th place at the moment. Haven't done the fastest lap of the race yet. Oh god. Is it any surprise? Sorry, Emily. Okay, bit of heavier rain now. Water is starting to build on the surface of the track, it's saying. I'm having to fight this quite a lot because of that sudden rotation. But look at this, it's faster than the R34 in a straight line. This is completely standard as well. I think I won this one for doing license tests or something. Oh, that's scary because of how wet it's gone. Whoa, sudden snap of oversteer. Okay, we're just on the fastest lap of the race. So we are on some sort of pace here. And it's got to the point now where it's telling us that we should have intermediates, according to the little graph in the bottom left of the screen. It's very understeery there, a bit oversteery as well. Around the outside of the Supra though, we'll take that, thank you. Now we're on the Sports Hards, and I know that the setup that Sean has set up for us is on Sports Softs. So there's not going to be a colossal difference in the way that the tyres feel underneath us, but it's going to be the way that the car sort of gets rid of all of its body roll and any sort of lean, you know. It's going to be all down to power. There was a lot of understeer there. Good God. My monitor nearly fell off the desk. Okay, rain has stopped. It's only just sneaked into the intermediate necessity there. I hope you lot can see this circuit in the video because, like I say, my monitor is that dark, I can't see. Yeah, it understeers a lot over there though. Doesn't like high speed. Okay, just one more lap to go and we're in 7th place. It's very drivable so far though. Doesn't try and kill you. It's quick in a straight line. The gear changes are lovely. It's just very understeering. Very understeering. It's actually getting sunny now, which gives me some hope because I can actually see the road. Whee! Thing is, while it does step out like that, it's manageable. You know, you can still drive it, you can still push it. We might actually gain a few places here if we play our cards right. We are closing in on this lot. That was a bit naughty. Through 130R one more time. Oof. That's terrifying. On the throttle nice and early. Okay, not quite able to keep with the cars in front. A lot of them are tuned, though, you can tell by the wings and things. But that is a very drivable car, I have to say. Very drivable. I enjoyed that, actually. First corner scared me. But now we're going to go back to the drawing board. We're going to check out Sean's setup here from Exeter GT Tuning. And we're going to pop all that on the car, get all the components and everything for it, and see how she gets on. Okay, so first things first, we're going to go down to the tuning shop. Now I'm going to try and keep my eye on what parts we've got for the car in this one because, yeah, as you've seen before, I sometimes miss bits. So, fully customizable suspension is the first thing on the list. Racing tab for that. The differential is fully customizable as well. I'm not sure if it's a torque vectoring. It doesn't say torque vectoring, it just says fully customizable. So we'll go fully customizable LSD. Oh, it does say there's a torque vectoring center differential actually, so we will get that as well. Next up then is a fully customizable ECU. Oh, press the wrong button. Fully customizable ECU. There is also ballast as well, which is another thing that we've seen before, which just, you get the car to as much power as you want, and then you can sort of choose where the weight and everything goes. There is a power restrictor as well, bought for this, so we'll pop that on, even though it is tuned to 100 on here. Fully customizable racing transmission as well, 20 grand there. We're looking for a high RPM turbocharger, which I think is in this tab here. Ah, yes, to get that, we need to do the engine swap first, actually. So I'm gonna back out at this point. I know where I'm up to in the sheet, so I'm going to back out at this point. We're going to go to GT Auto, and we're going to go to Car Maintenance and Service. This is where you get all your engine swaps and so on. And here we go, the engine swap. So 183 grand for this. It is a BYH Audi R8 engine, so it goes from being a 1.9 or basically 2 litre turbo to a 4.2 litre. Oh, it's a V8. Oh no. Oh yeah, it's naturally aspirated for now, but we're going to turbocharge it. God, I thought this whole video was a waste then. Good lord. Oh, my heart sank so quickly. Love that. Such a cool animation, man. It's ridiculously loud, but it's so cool. Okay. It's not a waste. Don't worry. It's not a waste. Now we go back to the tuning shop to then reinstall other parts for the engine. And it's in semi-racing that we find the high RPM turbocharger. There we go. Back to being turboed now, you little TT. We want a racing intercooler in the racing tab. A racing air filter. However, a semi-racing silencer. And a racing exhaust manifold. We're going for a carbon brake system. Or carbon brake discs. Racing brake pads. And a brake balance controller also in the racing tab. Racing clutch and flywheel goes with that. And then there's a few other parts to install which come in the sort of back end of the settings sheet. They're all on this list here that I'll show you. So we've got to go for engine balance tuning first. Then polish ports. This is all very expensive stuff, this. And then high lift camshafts, which are in Club Sports. Then we go to the bodywork. So now we need to go through the weight reduction stages. So we go for stage 1, then to stage 2, and then to stage 3. We also increase the body rigidity while we're there in the semi-racing tab. Be good if I could say rigidity, wouldn't it? And from what I can see on the list, that is all. So now we're going to go into the garage, and now we're going to start tuning the thing, and we're going to start doing the finer details here. This is the bit that takes the longest, but it's obviously the bit that works the most, or is worth doing the most. So, we didn't buy sports soft tyres. We'll do that in a little bit. We're going to go to body height adjustment then. 110 on the front, and we're going to go to 120 on the rear. Anti-roll bars are on 5 and 8. God, I sound like I'm starting an aircraft. Compression rating is 36, then 33. Damping ratio is 45 and then 43 on the rear. And then when it comes to natural frequency, it's 2.25 on the front, nearly, and 2.25 on the rear. Negative camber angle is 2. And 1.6. And then toe angle is 0.08 and 0.12. Fully customizable diff, which is set to 12 and 16. Excuse me. Then acceleration sensitivity is on 30 and 34. Braking sensitivity 40 and 40. That's kind of good for me because, well, we saw how it was stepping out earlier on. Torque vectoring center diff is on 45, 55, and then we go up here. Downforce actually is on the front, 20, so I think maybe we have actually put something on the front there. I thought 20 was the standard. Fully customizable ECU, I'm sure we bought that. Maybe we don't have it for this engine. Ballast, 72. Ballast positioning is 50, so that's all the way towards the back. Power restrictor is on 100. Fully customizable racing transmission is top speed automatically adjusted to 300, but then you have to go in and do the manual adjustments, which I'll just grab from here. So we're going to go down to the final drive, which is 3.185. Sorry, I went the wrong way there. You've got to start with the shorter gears first. So we're going to go to 2.435, which seems very short indeed. Then 1.760, 1.375. 1.190 and then 1.060. This menu can flick by very quickly, so you have to be really sort of incremental with it. And then 0.970 for the final gear there. Okay, that all looks like it's all matched up, although the speeds are apparently different on here. It's a bit strange for me. 143 ours says, and then that says 147. But oh well, we'll go with that. We're absolutely fine with that. We've done it as intended. Nitrous and overtake it does not have. And then when we go to these other parts here, we just need to make sure they're all lined up and all sorted. So it looks like we have everything we need there. We just need to go and sort out the front end, actually. I'm just going to check Sean's post and see what he says. Wide body kit and the size up rims, actually, so my apologies. I'd missed that there, actually, sorry, but it's just in the text at the top. I thought that sometimes people put it underneath the images. So let's go and wide body the thing. It's not going to take off any other body parts we put on because we haven't put any on. Okay, so 25 grand for the wide body modification. And then obviously we need to do the wheels to match that. Another fantastic animation, love it. Looks beefy. Looks very beefy. Okay, now we can go back into the different section of GT Auto and go and change our wheels. You can choose what you want, really, but I'm going to go with something I've already got and maybe go for... We're going to go standard size. We're going to go for wide, though, and wide. And that should sit nicely. That looks beefy, doesn't it? Okay, we'll back out of this. While I'm here, actually, we're going to go to the tuning shop and buy the Sports Soft tyres now, just so we know exactly what the PP is at before we get into the race. So Sports Soft's down here for 3,800. Now, ours is showing up as 681.09, but Sean's is 699, so I'm wondering whether we do actually have to change the front bumper on the car. So we'll go for custom parts, go for the front, and yeah, Type A, we'll just put that splitter on it. That's all it does. So we'll come back out of that then. I've also realised while doing that Sean's car, there we go, put that up to 20, measure that, it's 684.5 now. Sean's car has 600 odd horsepower, 664, ours is 627. I still need to grab the ECU. We're a little bit down on power compared to what Sean's setup is. So that should figure out 664 horsepower now. Yes, that's absolutely right. We're on 689.63. So what we may do is take a little bit of the ballast out just to bring it right up to 699. But otherwise, we're pretty much perfectly matched with everything. So if we take a couple of kilos out, what's that going to bring up to our performance? It's actually making it worse. Okay. That makes sense. Well, we'll stay at 689.63. I'm happy with everything else. We've got Sports Soft tyres on it. We've got 664 horsepower in our R8. Alright, TT. Only thing left to do now is jump over and see what it can handle, eh? So over to Suzuka we go, and into the Race of Turbo Sportscars. Let's crack on. An interesting factor here is whether the weather is actually going to affect us. Let's have a look. A little bit of rain. A little bit of rain. Nothing. Okay. Sound. So it's not even going to be as heavy as last time. Let's see what this TT's got, shall we? I'm so excited. Okay. Oh my word. Now, in Sean's post, he has said mine braking zones. It carries a lot more speed than you can imagine. If we're in first gear... Good lord. Good lord. It feels heavy. Like, the front feels very heavy, but I suppose that's because it's gone from having a little 2-litre block up front to having a 4.2-litre turbocharged V8 up there, which is substantially heavier, but it's just got these long gears that just... Oh, excuse me. Just roar. Listen. One thing I do love as well is when the car revs off the clock. So if you look at the clock here as we come out of the corner, once the wheel straightens up. Look. I love that. Oh, it's so naughty. Oh, that understeer is just the same as it was before, though. We are on Sports Softs, but they don't make that much of a difference, it seems. It's all down to the weight, though. The weight of that massive engine up front. I'm excited to see what speed we get up to here. We're already into 10th place. Go. Look at that. Oh, it's an animal. It sounds absolutely phenomenal. Oh no. But that's what I mean. It carries so much speed. I won't be surprised if I got a penalty for that. God, it needs those brakes. Excuse me. Bye-bye. Oh my god, it takes off. Look at that, 150 mile an hour like that. Changing up at 160, 180 mile an hour, slamming on the brakes. Especially in these conditions. It's so stable on the brakes compared to how it was before as well. Every time I do this, I fall in love with whatever creation we get. These guys know what they're doing on our forums, don't they? And sure, it makes the race a walkover, you know, you don't get as much of a fight with the AI, but it just, as I said last time, it sort of helps you feel closer to the car. You gain this love for it because you've gone through the effort of seeing what it's like standard to then, I don't know, make it your own. Sure, it's somebody else's setup, but spending the time and the money on it to make it as quick as this just gives you that relationship with it, you know. I know it's only a virtual car, it's not the real thing, but we're doing this as close a simulation as we can to owning these cars and racing them. Which gives you that appreciation for the cars you've got in your garage, you know. This is just awesome. It's the fact we're in first gear around some corners, it's just nuts. Oh, it stepped out a little bit there. I mean, it is wet, Chaz. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, so the rain is a lot heavier than it was last time. Oh my word. This was not planned. Oh god, it's crashing. Yep, we're crashing. Thank you, gravel. Where's this rain come from? I've never seen there be that much water on that little graph down there. I'm still going to be a child and plant my foot. I did not expect this. You can hear it spinning up. I'm glad we're on sports tyres instead of on slicks, otherwise this would be just like that Group 1 race I did before. Look at that, we're crawling. Although we're still doing 50 mile an hour actually. That shows you, I've always said there's no real sense of speed in Gran Turismo 7. That's one thing I would always knock it for. It's raining even harder. Into the lead. Oh, I've lost the lead. Right, I'm going to be a child now and I'm going to floor it out of here, okay? I hope you're with me on that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh. I couldn't help it. I'm excited. Get to do skids. Good lord. So what's it doing then? Where's that come from? That was not planned. We're only on lap 3. I'm flat. Oh, I feel like a silly boy. I'm doing 150 mile an hour. The ABS is trying to help me. No, nothing can help me. Oh no, we're alright. Cool. That doesn't mean gain all the confidence in the world, Chaz. The car is handling it very well, I must say. I'm actually very, very pleasantly surprised. Short shift. And flat. This was a silly idea, wasn't it? Oh, brake. It's fine, we're good. The rain's going to stop in a minute and then the sun's going to come out and it's going to be absolutely fine. Oh, I love this so much. It sounds absolutely brutal, doesn't it? This isn't the greatest example of how fast it is, but it's a great example of how well sports soft tyres manage wet conditions, isn't it? Come on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now it's going to rain again. Look, there's a wave coming in. Oh, it's such a shame, though, because it means that we can't show this car at its full whack. Okay, it's a little bit more normal now. There's a bit of a dry line. We need to crack on with it before that really heavy rain hits us again. Look at the speed of this car. Now, the main thing for me, I'm not sure if there's many drivers out there that, you know, will reflect the same thing as me, but I'm awful at controlling a car that isn't behaving itself on the brakes. And I'm not sure if a lot of you are similar to me in that way, but I would prefer a car to be unruly on the throttle than on the brakes, because most of the time, if it's unruly on the throttle, it means that you're trying to speed up. If it's unruly on the brakes when you're trying to get it slowed down and you're already at speed, I find that much harder to deal with. The setup here has made this car so good on the brakes. It does try and step out a little bit if you're trail braking still, but it's so much more manageable. As you've seen, I mean, you know, you all know by now that I'm not the best driver on Gran Turismo 7, but if I can handle this, I'm sure you guys can handle this as well and enjoy it just as much as I am, because this is fantastic, this little car. You wouldn't see a TT like this and expect it to make this noise and have this much go. A turbocharged V8 in the bonnet, yeah. Oh no, there's water there. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone. Alright, come on. Let's be a hooligan. We've got a gap now. Floor it. Oh, I love it! And again. Pull the Fury with the lever. Oh, yes. This is fantastic. I think this is one of the most fun cars we've done. I think if I went back to that Evo that we did the first time I did one of these videos and had a stick shifter over here, I think that would possibly be the most fun, but this is just... Oh, look at it. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. It's a missile, Sean. It's a missile. It's so good on the brakes as well. Well, I'd say this one's worked as well, everybody, wouldn't you? Short shift there, round the final corner at Suzuka. Get in. What a monster of an R8 you've made, Sean. Why do I keep calling it an R8? A monster of a TTS you've made, Sean. Very proud of you. But again, this is just a highlight of what our forums are like. You know, there's so many great people in there with all these awesome setups and experience of driving these cars and just getting them right. There's the win then by 6.4 seconds. Sure, the weather meant that we couldn't really use the car to its full potential, but that was great fun all the same. And a big change from the standard TT to the eventually tuned one with ridiculous amounts of power. And it's not overly powerful, like it doesn't try and kill you when you're coming out of the corner as well. That's one of the main things I took away from that. But yeah, epic entertainment. Don't forget to check out Exeter GT Tuning on the forums as well. If you just go on to GT Planet, go down here to Gran Turismo, there's a little sub-forum underneath that says Gran Turismo 7, and then our car tuning page is in here. And whether you're looking to do a specific race in the game or whether you're just looking to get a car to a certain performance points limit, you'll find a setup in there that'll work for you no matter what. Thank you very much for watching there, everybody. I really hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you again soon on GT Planet.